This angelfish was found in this dumpster. They were gonna throw this away.
What's up guys, JJ here, and today I want to talk to you about why I don't work at Petco anymore. And it's actually kind of an emotional story for me that I didn't want to tell immediately when it was happening, but I think enough time has passed, so let's get into it. So for anybody who knows me or has been watching the channel since the early days, I worked at Petco. I started doing aquatics, and then I kind of was like a mid-tier manager for a while, and I loved my job. I absolutely loved coming in and being able to take care of the fish and then all the rest of the animals when that was my responsibility too. And I really enjoyed showing up and doing my best for that job every day. Obviously, if you guys look around, if you've seen any of my content, this is what I live for, is what's doing best for animals every single day and helping people learn about animals and how to take care of them better. But a few months ago, the Petco store that I worked at made the news in a negative way. And I'm going to show you guys a little clip of that now, and I'm going to explain kind of what I know about what happened and then how we dealt with it afterwards.
I can't believe it. Really?
For you to have rage on animals, I feel bad for you.
She found animals in the dumpster behind a Fort Myers pet store. Dozens of fish were still in the box they were shipped in.
So after that news video aired, and actually it was on multiple local channels, but after the news aired, there were people like swarming the store, people calling, and all kinds of like bad PR stuff happening for Petco, the individual store, and the organization. And it was pretty upsetting for anybody who was involved, whether you were a customer or whether you were somebody on the inside of the store. Basically, what I know was there was nothing intentionally done wrong. What happened was we got a shipment of fish, and it was on a weekend that I didn't work. And usually, the FedEx guy or the UPS guy, whoever comes in with the shipment of fish, knows my face. They bring me the box directly, and they go, "Hey boss, I got something for you." And I'm like, "Cool, let's see what it is." And we had that kind of relationship. So the fish barely spent any time in the box and the bags at the store, and I would put them in the tanks pretty much immediately after acclimating them, right? But on this particular day, I was not there on the day that we got the fish, and the delivery person just dropped the box off. And nobody realized he had dropped the box off, so that box didn't get opened that day, and didn't get opened until a day or two later. And by the time they did get to it, pretty much most of the fish were dead, and I think they assumed that all the fish were dead, and they threw the box out. And honestly, anybody who's worked in the industry, if you've gotten a shipment of fish, especially a large shipment of fish or on a regular basis, you've gotten a shipment where your box was completely dead. Anybody in the industry knows that. It just happens. So people who ship fish are ready to replace them or give refunds. They have like a plan in place for this most of the time. So we kind of have two bits of negligence there. The first mistake that somebody made was not receiving the fish in the right time, and that resulting in most of them being deceased. But then the second part that nobody really talks about, because maybe people don't know, is that most large stores have a procedure for disposing of deceased livestock, and it's not throwing it in the dumpster. There's a proper way to dispose of dead animals. But somebody was digging through the garbage, and they found this box of fish and realized that not all of them were dead. Apparently a couple of angelfish survived, which is actually surprising because angelfish don't ship as well as some other fish. But they freaked out. They put it on TikTok. It blew up on TikTok. The news got a hold of it. And then it just all hit the fan from there. And I want everybody to know that by no means am I saying don't go to Petco, don't go to PetSmart, they're all terrible. No, I just wanted to shine some light on something that involves me directly, because I honestly would have worked there forever. So if you're fortunate enough to have a mom and pop pet shop right down the street, maybe check them out first. But I'm not saying don't go to these big stores, because a lot of them are doing good work and they have good employees who are doing a great job. For the most part, they want to do what's best for animals, and they want to hold whoever is responsible accountable. And they're like, and this is like the higher ups HQ. "Hey, John, I saw that your name is on most of these water tests. I was wondering if you knew anything about the fish situation." I was like, "I do know about the fish situation. I know it was an accident, and I know I didn't have anything to do with it. If you look at the days I wasn't there, but here's what needs to happen, and here's how you guys need to take care of it for the future. And they were pretty receptive, actually. Like I said, they wanted to get to the bottom of it and do what was best for animals, and I'm sure on their end, save face and PR and all that too. But what I ended up telling them after I told them why things happened the way they did was I couldn't work there anymore. I couldn't be at a place where something this crazy was happening when I wasn't there. I couldn't be in a place where I didn't trust that what was best for animals was going to happen if I wasn't directly there doing that. And they were actually really understanding. And it was hard for me because I love my store, I love my customers, I love my animals, I love my fish. I would show up and just clean tanks all day some days and talk to fish people, and it was a real joy. Now I just get to talk to you guys through this camera. So if you were one of my customers and you haven't seen me for a while, this is where I've been, it's in here. But I'm kind of getting sidetracked. So yeah, I told them that I can't work at this place anymore if I can't trust that animals are going to be treated the right way. I represent a big part of the fish community here, and thousands of people know me for fish. I don't want to be a part of any of this because I wasn't. And they're actually really understanding. They took the advice I had to heart. They helped me transition to another store, and then as I was transitioning there, I just decided that it was best for me to focus on trying to make fish and my personal fish business my full-time job. So that's what I've been up to. It was really sad the way it went down. I told my boss when I started there a couple months after, I said, as long as you can work with my schedule, I'll never leave. I love this place. And as it happened, I couldn't stand with them after this particular event. So best wishes to all those guys. Nobody did anything that was intentionally harmful to animals. I do know that because I know all of those people. I know all those people really did care about animals. Most of them had pets themselves, and it was just an honest mistake. And I hope the best happened for all of them. I really do. But that's my story, and that's why I don't work at Petco anymore, and I'm just here in the fish room trying to grind out a living. So wish me luck. If you want to support me for free, just like and subscribe, participate in the channel, be a part of the community. And if you ever need anything for your aquariums, plants, fish, etc., you can check out my link in the description. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm glad I could clear the air for anybody who's known this story for a while, any of my local people. But that's it for me, and I'll see you in the next one.